FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Redskins. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong. Yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways.
Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Redskins. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Fields. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Throwing on first down, Fields. And this is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 3rd down, Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. All the way down to the 13-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 81 yards. First and 10 at the 13-yard line. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 5.
Set, ready? 60 or
56. On the Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, Charlie.
Crunch. Mike's 56. He's tired of reading.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a sack.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Check 43.
Bravo.
2nd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
61, Matchbox Lights.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Check.
Watch twist. Check 3. Check 4. Check 3.
Look, squeeze. Hit it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hard. Yo, cheetah. Get it.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fields. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
Let's go. Sponge. No. Big ass. Check.
There. Check up.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
There you go. Check 50, check 50. Check 37, check 37.
Go.
Check 24, check 24.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, no Texas starts out a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
This is fielded at the 7.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Double dog, that's the way. Back. Wide.
Now they'll run on the draw. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This short throw caught by Goddard and out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. waiting from the gun. Fields. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try the right side here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lutz's kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard battle. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
I don't think you got it, son.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At their 47-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99. Do. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Pilot 64. Hey, Haywood.
Check.
Hey, Alpha.
So that'll back him up 5.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 9 now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, 45 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for the Saints. 61 yards. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Go! Hey, Echo!
51's the mic. Hey, let's get off the field, G.
Topper! Hey! Go!
2nd and 2. Complete to Bryant. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready, ready! 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Get it.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 18 Gators.
Right there, 56. Watch the run, watch the run.
Five.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Clear. We got 4. We got 4. 56 to Mike.
Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Come on. Come on, D.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Justin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back to throw. Fields.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun. Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
On the ready.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator. 5.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
18.
Check pass, check pass. Hey, check 24.
Snap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I get back up.